Ever wonder why being consistent feels like an uphill battle? How come it's so hard to break a habit and so hard to be consistent at the beginning of a good habit and learn to navigate the game of life more efficiently? We all know this big buzzword like good habits, consistency. Quote, "Success isn't always about greatness, it's about consistency," said by Dwayne Johnson and also by Alex Hormozi. There's no loser, there's only quitter. It's always easier said than done. Consistency. That exclusive golden goose. Are we all chasing it? It's just like we're all in this grand game trying to level up, making the right moves, and just somehow we got stuck. We gave up on the way leveling up because giving up sounds much easier than just keep grinding without seeing any rewards and results. And why, despite all our best intentions, does life often feel like a series of randomly generated challenges rather than, a smooth, predictable path? I stumbled upon a triggering game theory this week that would promise you to crack the code of consistency. And in today's video, we're going to talk about how to crack the consistency code as if we're playing a day-to-day game. So, seriously, why is it so hard to maintain a steady course? Why do we always sabotage tomorrow's success with today's choices by being procrastinating, by being lazy, and leaving the hard work to our future self? And most importantly, how can we implement this game theory to finally achieve the consistency that we all crave? Here's the kicker. Hear it first, and I'll elaborate later. So, what if I told you that the secret to consistency lies in understanding the fact that you're not playing as one character in this game, but there's a whole team of yous. As if there's 30,000 days that you live on the earth, there's actually 30,000 yous, different you, wakes up in the morning and appear on earth each day. So each person takes care of one day in the game, taking turns at your life battle. Or let's think of it this way. Every day we wake up slightly different from who we were the day before. And if you think about yourself 10 years ago, how big of change have you done to yourself over the past 10 years? Our thoughts, desires, and our core beliefs can shift easily as the clouds in the sky. With our cells being metabolized day by day, by every 120 days, your cells are completely metabolized by a new cells, aka a new you, a brand new you. So the key thing that we need to understand is that if you want consistency, you have to start by understanding that you don't exist beyond today. And your life is actually a multiplayer game where random people, random characters are waking up in your life and get to live your life one day at a time. Now you may say, "Hey Laura, all these people are me. I feel it's me that's taking care of myself and taking care of my responsibility, right?" But seriously, you don't know that this isn't actually you. You are just a random person living this life one day at a time. That may sound a little weird, but just think about it for a second, right? Remember what you love to do? You love to screw over the tomorrow you, right? You're here on a given day and it's like, okay, today I'm just gonna go through the bills, I'm gonna do the laundry, I'm gonna go out and make some friends, I'm gonna take care of my financials and retirement account, etc. But do you actually end up doing these things? No, of course not. And why not? You tell yourself that I'll save it for later. I'll save it for the future myself. So it's not the you that has to do it later. It is the next person, the next day in charge of tomorrow you. So if there's a future person, I'm just gonna leave this work to a future person. And it's much easier done than said because our brain is designed to be energy conserving and our brain is designed to be lazy for survival. So let's say you spend a day doing nothing, just chilling, watching TV and mindlessly scrolling on social media. And then you wake up the next day. And then who you get mad at if you didn't get the important things done? Do you get mad at yourself? Sort of, but actually you're getting mad at this person that came before you, right? Because that person, damn it, why didn't that guy or girl did all these errands and all those essentials needed to be done before and left it all to me today? So if you really stop and think about it, the basic problem with life is that you don't recognize that you only get to live for this moment in this time for one time. So this is pretty much the only time that you get to be in charge. And this is why you're so neglectful, right? Because it's sort of, look at it, when people have no conception of the future, when they have no sense of development, what do? They screw things over to the next person in the next day. And this is exactly how we live our life. I'm going to be lazy and just lay on the sofa today because I know that the tomorrow me can clean up after this mess. This phenomenon is precisely why many of us look back on our past selves with a mixed nostalgia and longing regret feeling. Only if I have done this earlier, only if I'm 10 years younger, I would have picked another route. Only if I knew then what I know now. So it is a common refrain within our community. We're drifted away from the version of ourselves once we admired and aspired to be. So maybe this gaming theory would help you to understand that we are not the same every day. It's not a barrier to consistency, but the very foundation upon which it can be built. So the trick to live a life of consistency amid personal evolution is to redefine the consistency means to us. It is not about rigidly adhering to a fixed plan. Rather, it is about maintaining a consistent direction towards our goals, values, visions for the future, even as we revolve. It's all about setting up a system and habits that support our growth, allowing flexibility and adaptation as we learn more about ourselves and the world around us. So what do we do about this? What is the first thing to sort of like tunnel down into as if you're living a life temporarily? In our life of 30,000 days spectrum, each day when we wake up, the day is led by a different person. So imagine if you're just inhabiting. If it's that way, if you only get a chance to live for one day, what will your life actually look like? The chance that you will screw up your past day or today is slim. In this light, consistency becomes not just a goal, but a journey, a dynamic, ongoing process of becoming, that rather than just a static state of being. And perhaps consistency to play this life game is the key to unlock a game of purpose, that is, your own purpose.